Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl, B, Tina B. Hey! I am so glad to be here with you on today. And I'm here with one of my babies, one of my favorite people in the world, one of my favorite little people that's a grown woman now. Oh my gosh! None other than E'nicka Neal. Come on, put your hands together. Come on, give it up, give it up, give it up. Yes! Isn't she lovely? Yeah. Isn't she wonderful? Okay. I'm so thankful that you decided to join me today on the B Tina B show.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course. Gosh, I'm like, okay, so listen, y'all. This is the skinny. Like, she's skinny, and I'm not yet. But I'm going to get there, honey, because I'm going from what? Bloomers to bikinis. Okay? Yes. We're going to do that. So, E'nicka Neal is a model. Runway. Okay? She's doing the dang thing. When she was a little girl, knee high to a grasshopper, she used to be at church with me. You remember that?
Yes, ma'am.
Honey. We used to have sleepovers, and we would do all different kinds of things at church, and just ripping and running and just having a good time. And now she has grown up to be a beautiful young lady.
Thank you.
And she's making waves. Come on, y'all. 2 snaps, and I like that. Yes. So, E'nicka.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you think about me having a darn show?
I think that it fits your personality for sure. You're definitely like a intellectual person. You like to meet new people and make them feel comfortable. So I think that you having a show was definitely it's for you.
No, what's for you is giving you a platform to let people know that no matter where you are, where you start in life, it doesn't negate where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
What you have to do is keep on moving, and what I like to call take leaps of faith, right?
Yes,
So E'nicka, out of High Point, North Carolina, and she just beautiful, y'all. I just get excited when I see how much she has grown. I mean, this little baby, I remember how lovely it used to be.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
She would do cartwheels, take these, splits, and be big, and always had a good countenance. You never call her not smiling. How did that happen? Knowing that you came from foster care.
Honestly, God. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Won't he will?
Every time I tell anybody I'm not operating off my own strength for a fact. That's for a fact. God has definitely been my counselor, and he's definitely guided me through tough times. That's my answer. God, man, God. That's it.
What they say, if I didn't know it better, I say it's all good. But I know better, it's all God. Honey, let me tell you, I talk about leaps of faith on this broadcast. That's what the B Tina B show does. We like to connect with communities, entrepreneurs, and entertainers, and have conversations that will connect community and cause others to take leaps of faith. And what's faith? Other than your dreams, aspirations, and your goals.
Believing in things you cannot see.
Oh, well now, there we go. Believe. So what was the thing that you didn't think you could see, but you believed that you could do?
I would definitely say modeling, because it's definitely out of my comfort zone. Ms. Bettina, I'm pretty sure you probably know, I've always been shy growing up. Like, I've always been to myself. So me being in front of a camera and expressing myself and telling a story is definitely out of my comfort zone. But, in order to grow, you do have to do things that are going to require you to be very much uncomfortable. So, yes, ma'am.
So I remember seeing you at Andrews. You were one of the majorettes. And I thought I was going to go crazy because it had been years since I had seen them. My work schedule was always crazy. And as they grew up, you go in different directions. Shamar my son was going in one direction, and the kids were doing their own thing. And so I'm at Andrews, High Point Andrews, Red Red Fire, boop, boop, shouting out my school, High Point 336, we in the house.
Okay.
Yes. And I looked and I said, there go my baby. Looking model-esque then. At that time, did you know that you would be a model? Did you think that you would how did you even get into modeling?
I actually started modeling 6 months ago. I'm being completely honest.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
6 months ago.
Stop, look, and listen. Hold on, wait a minute. Did she just say, wait a minute, okay, let me start. I'm gonna ask the question one more time because I don't think she heard what I said. So if you would allow me. Now, tell me this. How did you get involved with modeling?
Let's see. So I started to do the Runway of Hope show, Miss Jennifer. I did that one show and pretty much I got exposed to network with other models, and that pretty much just presented me with other opportunities, and that's how it all pretty much just started off and kept rolling from there.
So we're going to shout out Jennifer Taylor right here in High Point, North Carolina. Jennifer has been doing things with modeling for probably the past 10, 15 years. She's a hairstylist, and you may know that she actually was the first person that styled Fantasia's hair. So High Point has so much talent. Yes. It is so much great talent. And I like to toot their horn. So toot toot to the 336 because we are always in the mix, okay? 6 months ago, you did your first runway show, and that led you to New York City?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Now, it's not me, I'm telling y'all, it's God. Like, when something is for you, like, nobody, I mean, absolutely nobody can stop it. If God wants you to do that, to have that career, have that car, whatever it is in your life, He's going to make sure it happens. He's going to make sure. So, yes.
So, Runway of Hope. Tell me what Runway of Hope was about.
Runway of Hope was about a show, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a minute ago. It was about, I know it was for people that had breast cancer, if I'm not mistaken, or was it colon cancer? I can't remember.
It was one of the cancers.
One of the cancers.
It's okay.
It was just an event to make sure that we, shed some light on cancer and just to let them know that they are beautiful no matter what.
So, just like E'nicka. So we have Runway of Hope. How did you make it to New York City Fashion Week?
Okay, so there was a model by the name of Ashley. She did the Runway of Hope. She had me model her debut collection, Prosthetic Rebellion. And pretty much from there, her people decided to reach out to me, and that's how I got into New York Fashion Week.
6 months in.
Yes, 6
when
months
God is in
in.
it, there is no limit. You hear what I say? That's what I call a leap of faith. Okay, so High Point had their second annual Fashion Week 2 weeks ago. Or was that last week?
It was 2 weeks ago.
It was last week?
Last week, Lord Jesus.
So last week, High Point, because there's been so much going on, it was phenomenal. We want to shout out Shay Johnson and Giovanni. Oh yes, Giovanni Hood. They're a dynamic team that worked together to put High Point Fashion Week together with Business High Point here in the 336. And I looked up, and once again, here go my baby. And I said, so when I saw my baby, and I knew that her story of foster care, I knew her story of going to Heights Unlimited, because she was such an introvert. She would barely talk, but she would always be willing to go and willing to do. Now, young E'nicka would come over to the house. They would have me up 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning doing karaoke.
Teaching her how to stank your leg, wear your nose, y'all.
Had a ball, and they knew that I was here for it. And so I always want to go back and support and toot their horns when they're doing something positive. It is extremely important and urgent to let children know that you have their back and that they're supported and that they're proud of you, because it hasn't been easy, has it?
It has not.
What was your biggest leap of faith, your biggest triumph, other than modeling, that caused you to say, you know what, I'm in this dark place now, but I know I'll make it?
That's a good question. I guess it would be me not knowing my parents, because I feel like, again, there's always going to be that hole of like not knowing who I am, or like understanding what happened or what caused me to not have both of my parents in my life. So I think for that, it was just, I don't know. I forgot what the question was. I'm sorry.
Well, just wondering if there was something that may have happened, because you have always been a ray of sunshine, and I guess it's a difficult question to answer when you've always exuded hope.
Yeah.
You've always exuded joy.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see that all the time because in some situations of fostering, the stories aren't always
Perfect.
right. It's challenging.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any of those challenges?
Yes. I know for me, like I did experience sexual and physical abuse in my home before. Yes. So it was a lot for me. So
I'm sorry,
yeah, so it's a lot, but I just wanted to share because I know a lot of girls that are in those homes. You try to be positive and, try to push through it because I know a lot of times for me, I thought that I couldn't share that or speak up because I thought, hey, where else am I supposed to go? What other family do I have? If I say something, I could possibly end up in a different home, but it could be 10 times worse. So I think that was definitely probably a really, really hard time for me. I would probably say like in elementary, middle, and a little bit of high school.
Nika, you did not say what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot to digest. And fear is something that holds you and stifles you because you'd rather be in a bad situation than to experience something worse. What would you say? I need you to look at the camera and talk to someone that may be experiencing what you've experienced, and can you encourage them and let them know what they can do to get out of this situation or to be able to give them some enlightenment on how you can be?
I would say definitely speak up. Speak up for yourself because I know for me, I tried to hide it for a long, long time. Definitely speak up for yourself. I would say pray, ask God to just give you His strength and guidance, and He will. I tried journaling so you can understand yourself, so you're able to process your emotions. I know that works for me. And just have good people around you that support you and genuinely loves you. Like, that's all I can say.
How did you get past the point of saying this is somebody that genuinely loves you? How could you discern that?
I think I'm still learning that. I'm still learning that, honestly. To be completely honest, it's like for me, I don't know. That's a hard question. But I'm still learning how to.
Is it a feeling? Was it that I felt safe here, or did you feel safe with the person that had violated you?
I felt comfortable with the people that violated me. Because that's.
You said people.
People. Because it's like I felt that that's all I knew. So it was like, oh, okay, maybe this is normal. And I thought this was normal, but I'm a kid and this is all going on, so I'm thinking it's normal. But it wasn't until I started to get older and I realized that was not right. None of it was right, and it was like I suffered a lot from it. Sometimes I didn't get to have a childhood because I had to be an adult at a young age.
And look at you now, though. Well, look at what you've accomplished, and you're still accomplishing. You worked at a STEM. Was it STEM or the hospital that you were doing the research at?
I think you're referring to Surrogacy Miracles and Consulting.
Okay.
So it's a fertility agency, pretty much where we help couples with fertility issues. We help them find a surrogate and create embryos. So I did have an internship with them for about 2-3 years.
What did you learn from there? What was the most important thing that you learned? What was your takeaway?
Believe in yourself, always bet on yourself. Always bet on yourself. You can never go wrong. Never go wrong when you believe in yourself and bet on yourself.
And that's what we call a leap of faith. It's your girl, B. Tina B on the Fly, and I'm here with E'nicka Neal, model extraordinaire. The best is yet to come. You know why? Because she believes, not just in God, but in herself. And with the two of them, you got the majority.
Thank you for having me.